today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's the AFC Divisional.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Pass incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First carry for Najee Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it. Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First down, Harris, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, he's got it complete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play. They weren't fooled. Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for long yardage? These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic. Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They'll look to throw here. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Blitz coming and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
But so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. A Steeler touchdown. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got the connection to Cooper. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Back to throw again. That swung out wide to Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll drive 12 plays in length. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there. And now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, 41 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Now Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Able to get away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Back to throw. It's a big play there for Vegas. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He's back to throw. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. On second down, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Raiders are going to win this football game here in overtime. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face.
Tonight, From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Desert South. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from it. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, Norm,
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
and I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's Madison getting it again on second. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. They'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
And Detroit back in possession of the football.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Going to begin the drive here with Madison, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Madison running right. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. He'll look to throw. Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fights him off. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run the counter now on 1st down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And he's got it. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Second and 9 now. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. "51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Lions. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18.
So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Madison. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Hands it off out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
This taken in at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Here's 2nd and 8. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Cards come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give to Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he will find his man on the outside.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. Shred, touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Now the try here for the point after. It's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
He'll bite, and the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Madison running on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run with Madison again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll find Metcalf. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got a max touchdown.
It's caught at the 1. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to match the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. The Lions on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively,
That kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They kind of calm themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I think they knew that that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range. And this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And they will take a knee here.
So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking the part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye. Let's just keep rolling. We're in a great spot.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the